Hello guys and welcome to the moon. My name is Carl and I'm going to bring you this cryptocurrency video, and today Da Vinci is back in my office.
Hey, yes, I'm back at the moon base, man. How you doing today?
I'm doing very well. I would have done even better if I still had my $1.9 million that I lost in Luna.
Oh yeah, and I'd be better off not spending 35K on Luna either. But hey, them's the breaks. We took a big risk. It was a big risk. We told you guys, big risk, and we failed. And
How much money did you lose?
only 35K.
That's actually not so bad. Yeah, I lost 1.9 million, and yesterday a
I
friend of
have a
mine.
friend who lost 2 million.
Yeah, I have a friend who lost half his net worth.
Oh, oof,
That's
oof.
That's tough. He
Yes.
lost half his net worth because he
Yeah.
held UST. Yeah. So my heart goes out to everyone out there who did lose some money in this, because yeah, it's crazy. I want to ask you: do you think that Luna was completely manipulated?
No, honestly, it was my fault for buying Luna without looking at their white paper or anything. When I got into looking at Dai, I was looking into buying Dai. I studied their white paper, and the first question I asked was, do they have a contingency for what's called tail risk? What is tail risk? Tail risk is what happens when the market goes to extreme one way or the other, which whether it's extreme up or extreme down. And because it's a stable coin that's based on an algorithm, most algorithms do not test for those tail risks. And so I should have done that investigation
So
before I bought.
yes, I would ask you this because I thought it was a little bit strange that the whole market was going down. The only coin that was going up was Luna, and I was thinking this is a little bit strange. And then all of a sudden it just dumps to zero. Don't you
Yes.
think that this might have been a deliberate manipulation because it just seems a little bit convenient somehow?
It was not a deliberate manipulation. I could explain why it did that.
Okay.
When it dumped down, they immediately deployed a capital. They had a whole bunch of. They had $1.5 billion of Bitcoin to deploy to buy up the Luna asset, and so that's what they did. But that was not enough to keep the people dumping out of Luna. So what they should have done is to put a floor um, on on the what's it called, on the Luna valuation, based on, okay, well, you know what, we have what, $13 million, 13 billion out there, right? That's
But
how much they had out in UST, right? And they had like more than 2 billion in capital to stem the tide. So they should have, like, okay, well, we'll just keep the ratio at $2 billion so worth of capital. So for example, if you want to sell down the UST, not USDT, we're gonna sell it down up to that $2 billion, right?
but if I manipulate something like this, and I know that Luna will go to zero, and I put in some shorts on that, I would make hundreds of millions of dollars
I know a
maybe.
lot of people who did that.
Yeah, yeah. But what if you knew it before? What if you created the whole pump and then you create the dump and you capitalize off of that? That's very possible.
That's
I
possible.
feel like these things are rarely just a coincidence. I feel like people would have known that this was gonna happen.
Well, I'm sure somebody did. Somebody did this. Somebody either planned this. If it's not internally, it was most likely externally. Because you know what, if I knew about all these, I didn't know about all these stablecoins that were out there. I would tell, and that were algo based, because the algorithm. The key thing about an algorithm based thing is that they're never ever prepared for what's called tail risk. Never, right? Maker was, and it managed to survive. That's the first thing I read Maker's white paper, and it had a plan for tail risk, and I'm like, "Pfft, perfect, right?" And so when it did happen, when they did collapse, when the market did move, and they broke the peg, they had a plan, and they executed the plan, and it worked perfectly.
That's nice. Okay, so okay, yes or no, Luna was manipulated.
Yes, it definitely was.
Okay, so then we have that. I also really think so. That's what I think. So But should we talk about Bitcoin a little bit?
Yes, let's talk about Bitcoin.
So I think we both agreed right now that we are seeing like a bear flag or a rising wedge. What would you
Yes.
say about this?
I would call it a bear flag, but you're calling it a rising wedge, right?
Yeah, but exactly, it doesn't really matter, right? Because it's a
Exactly.
bearish pattern.
Exactly.
And if we break down here, would you want to short this? Do you think we should short it over on Bybit?
Yes, I do think we should short this thing on Bybit if it breaks down further, because we can see
Where would the target be?
the target I would set the target somewhere close to the last bottom, the wick bottom, because we could bounce off of that again because
25,
yeah,
26,000?
exactly, because of the fact that the market will try to retest that area, and if there's people there willing to buy, it'll come bouncing back up. So we'll see whether or not so make sure you set your stops, have some trailing stops as this thing breaks down.
Yep.
What do you think?
I agree with you. I think this rising wedge or bear flag, if it breaks down, is a great opportunity to short. And by the way, guys, if you want to get $4,000 in bonus on Bybit, go below this video and click the link at the top of the description and sign up and meet the deposit requirements. You get $4,000 bonus. You can use that bonus to short or long Bitcoin. But yeah, a big move is coming. We cannot say if it's going to be up or down, but of course, a rising wedge, a bear flag has a clear bias to the downside. It's a bearish pattern.
Exactly, but it's not guaranteed.
Never.
Right? We could end up pumping a little bit further to I wouldn't say anymore. I wouldn't say we'd go back to 40K. Would you? But we could end up as high as 36.
Yeah. Okay, last question, Da Vinci. Is Bitcoin going down to $20,000?
I would say the probabilities are high that we're going to the 20K or 21K because there's a lot of people who get liquidated at that level who went in and they basically used their Bitcoins to borrow against in order to have liquidity. So they didn't want to sell their Bitcoin. They wanted to borrow against it. Well, they get liquidated at that 20. The majority gets liquidated at that 21K.
Okay.
So the market's probably just going after that.
So yes or no?
So I would say high probability of yes.
Okay, okay. I really don't know. I don't want to, but yeah, if we break, you know what? Let me go into the weekly, and I'll tell you exactly what I think. Here we have the weekly time frame, and I'm watching the weekly candle close here. If we close a weekly candle below 30K, then I would say, yeah, we're probably going to go down to 20K. But right now, we just have a big wick, and we're still above 30K. So, yeah, the weekly time frame and the $30,000 level, that's what we have to be watching. Guys, go down below this video and go to Da Vinci's channel, subscribe to him, leave a thumbs up on his videos.
We just did a video together, so make sure you check that out.
Well, I'm going to upload before you, so it's not going to be there.
But don't worry, it will be there.
I'm always faster than you.
Yes.
But yeah, guys, go and subscribe to Da Vinci right now, and click my Bybit link and sign up where you get a $4,000 bonus. And also, you can go and watch my Bybit tutorial over on my channel. And is there any video that they should be watching with you?
Yes, they should be watching all my. I have a video series on Bitcoin basics. If you're just new to Bitcoin and you want to learn all the basics of Bitcoin, I have a series there. Just head over to my channel and look for Bitcoin Basics series, basically.
And also, if you want to watch a funny video, go to YouTube and search Carl Da Vinci Kobe beef.
Yes, that's hilarious.
Watch that video, it's funny. Carl Da Vinci Kobe beef. Alright guys, see you in the next video. Bye bye.